Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special edition to AEW. We are here live for AEW Grand Slam Mexico here tonight. And this is the special night that we're promising here, which is supposed to be having to be filled with some tremendous action. Now, this is my own personal arena. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, I am terrible at designing arenas, but I wanted to have a little I wanted to have a Grand Slam Mexico arena, and so I'm terrible at it, so this is my own custom work here. This should be a very fun matchup here. I want to kind of make sure to give my character some boost up. Matt Bowen already had a tremendous matchup with Hangman Adam Page. I feel like that my character has kind of slid off the totem pole of the pecking order, if you will, in a way. So I feel like that I need to do my best to kind of give him some win here tonight, if possible. But as we saw before, when I tried to give Hangman Adam Page the win against Matt Bourne, that was actually proven to be very hard there because Bourne would not give up the fight here. Matt Bourne has been one who's actually been building up some wins for himself, and man, what a way to build yourself up as well there by defeating a former world champion in Lucas right there to head into our opening contest. And that's about it. I don't recall. You know what? I forgot my rule about what I need to do is I need to remind myself that before we go live that I should actually check the rivalry news, for the pay-per-views so that for any show actually, so that way I can, remind myself, okay, what happened on last week's show? So that way we can be familiar with, oh, that's what happened on the last one. So that way I'm, fully prepared right there. A lot of things happen in life, and sometimes we forget, hey, what happened on the actual wrestler, the Universe show? Watch so much actual AEW show that, you forget what you did on your Universe mode. And of course, like always, the game is kind of being a little bit slow because of the fact that I played Batman recently, and it's like, hey, why would you play Batman when you got wrestling games this here? It's like, dude, I was like, you gotta mix it up a little bit. It can't be, wrestling 24/7. Sometimes you need Batman. Anyways, sorry. Sometimes when you don't have much to commentate on, you just gotta go into regular talk mode here. Start things off though. Lucas to come out here, of course, joined alongside with the main event mafia of Corey Graves, Bliss, and Tyler Sinister there. The numbers will not be on the side for Matt Bourne in this matchup. I like the fact that Corey Graves ain't walking ahead right there. He's staying behind right there because I technically am the leader of the main event Mafia here. Lucas looked at, Matt Bourne as someone that he could easily take down and take him. Actually, I think that, for as shitty as my, my customizing skills are when it comes to wrestling characters and, arenas, I actually think that this arena isn't too bad. I just felt it's a little bit too cliche of utilizing, the Mexican flag everywhere. I found it a little bit too cliche for it. But, there we go, start things off here. Lucas tried for a running attack there. Bourne immediately threw him down to the ground right there. And Lucas with a full Nelson applied right there, but Bourne quickly slipping out of that one right there. And spike it down, poison runner there. You saw Lucas actually trying to run away from Bourne right there, and that just gives you the clear sign of the advantage of this matchup here that Lucas has got on board. But, well, commentator curse right there, side headlock takeover there as Lucas shot to the face there. And still running away from Bourne there. Oh, Bourne. Oh, wow, that one was a heavy strike to the side of the rib right there. Bourne really paying for that arrogance right there. Lucas basically telling Bourne, if anyone's going to be arrogant, it's going to be me right there. Lucas trying for another running attack right there. Once again, attack and fall back there. And Bourne getting thrown right into the ring apron there. And of course, there's the arrogant style of Lucas throwing display there. And now, I wish when the referee was distracted like that, I know I said this before, but I'd like to think that I would love if the managers outside would actually get physical with Bourne or whoever my opponent would be. That'd be great there. Oh! Both men are extremely fast inside the ring, but if I had to give an advantage to anyone in the matchup on the speed, I think it might be Bourne there. I think he might be just a little bit quicker, but man, does Lucas match that ability with Bourne inside of the ring there. Bourne, though, throwing Lucas inside the ring right now. Oh, kick to the side of the body right there. Heavy strike there is Bourne. The forearm, Lucas, great. Great reflexes there by Lucas there, breaking Bourne down. Try for the dropkick to the lower leg there. Bourne said not to be there. Once again, attack and fall back there, and Bourne gets slammed right into the ring apron again there. Oh, missed on that one to Lucas right there, but another slam down there by Lucas, and puts himself out on the ring apron here, and talking a lot of smack right there. The fans giving no love to Lucas for that one at all right there. If he's trying to gain some support from the audience, good luck. That ain't going to happen there. You're not going to get any love from the crowd right there. The only man who's going to get love from the crowd is Matt Bourne right there. And Bourne with the forearm, throwing it back there. Ooh. Man, that one, Bourne fell hard right there. Now Lucas, simple reverse DDT there as Lucas going right in the corner. You know what he's got in mind right now. Locking his eyes on Bourne with a princess kick there, but Bourne steps out of the way on that one. Could be thinking about a brain buster. Oh no, suplex backstabber there. It's Bourne. That's actually a pretty close distance right there for Bourne there. We know what he wants is the slingshot spear right there. But so too did Lucas right there. Bourne, unfortunately, when it comes to that slingshot spear, is quite predictable. And into the King's kick right there from Lucas. Thinking that he's got Bourne down right now, knocked out there perhaps, but Bourne gets the shoulder up there. And another very arrogant, oh, wait a minute now. The shimmy right, I don't think that's in tribute to Eddie Guerrero right there here in Texas. I think he meant that with all the disrespect in the world right there to Lucas. And did I say Texas? I think I said Texas because Eddie is from El Paso, Texas, and Mexico. Oh, jeez. Focus. Oh, wait, is that Graves with a distraction right there? Yeah, I think I said Texas there. Again, that was just because, you know, Eddie from El Paso, Texas, and slingshot DDT again there by Lucas. I hate to say it, but Lucas has had the number of Matt Bourne in this matchup here right now, and no, what? What? He just fell right into Bliss? What? Nah. I knew I shouldn't have taken the dive, but I wanted to think that I would have. All right, we play imagination here. Lucas threw Bourne back inside the ring after that tope suicida dive there. Bourne catching Lucas with a pop-up hurricanrana right there. Again, I knew I shouldn't have taken that. I knew I shouldn't have. I knew how it looked. And I was like, this isn't gonna work. I was like, I'm gonna get Bliss. You always gotta be careful when you dive. I've always gotta be careful when I dive outside there when it's like the female managers. Because the referee's like, they can't take it. Well, I guess they can. Shot to the midsection there by Bourne, and back to the outside of the floor they go right there with a sunset flip bomb there. Bliss, please remove yourself from the bad situation. Lucas springboard up. Oh, big Bourne just throwing Lucas down right there. Making sure that gravity does the work right there. What is Bourne thinking about? Got him trapped up. Figure four sharpshooter. That's a 2-for-1 special submission hold right there. Matt Bourne, not really known for submission style wrestler right there. So obviously I think that probably caught Lucas by surprise right there. The fact that Bourne was actually working for something like that there. Oh, the fireman's carry drop there. And Lariat attempted there. Lucas springboard up in the crossbody attempt there, and I think both guys are trying to outdo each other when it comes to their athleticism in the ring right now. You can feel that in the matchup. Drop down and Bourne into the Pele kick right there. Bourne right now starting to find his groove in this matchup for the first time here. Going for a cover after a Pele kick right there. That's not going to do it. Not going to do it for Bourne there. You got to put more damage on Lucas than that there. Back to, oh, you caught, wait a minute. No, I caught you. All right, I'll take it. Lucas to the top right now. What does he have in mind here? Simple elbow drop, but Simple caught the floor there. One word, ouch. Second word, oh. No, that did not hit. I'll tell you what hit. Bourne hit right into the barricade there, and shots fired there. You know, there hasn't been much personal between these two in this matchup, but it's been very physical. Lucas right now into the shooting star, which the shooting star is normally Bourne's. Now Tyler, you can't touch him. Don't touch him. German suplex attempt there, but Bourne slips on out there. Not even slips out, flips on out of there. What was Bourne have in mind here? Suplex, backstabber there. Lucas is now being outclassed by Bourne here right now. Up on the shoulder. And oh my God, wait a minute. Oh my, just tossing Lucas face first to the buckle there. Thank God. Wait a minute. You're not really gonna do it like this, are you, Bourne? Dude! Oh man, Jesus. For some reason I didn't have any counters. Oh, both men completely missing their strikes there. Saw Lucas trying to go for the... Oh, drop down fireman's carry, drop there. There's Bourne to the top, try for senton bomb there. Oh, boom, the King's kick hits there. But I don't think that's going to be the knockout blow there. Lucas has not done nearly enough damage. Proven right there with only a 1. Running neck snap there by Lucas on the board there. And oh, Lucas switching Bourne around. He's got level 13 locked in place there, but there's been no damage done to the legs of Bourne there. And as proven there, Lucas gives it up right there. He could feel that he was losing the grip there. No damage done. Now that's no need to be, doing that to the audience here in Mexico. Lucas is right there, another one there, and now straight in calf kick there as you see Corey Graves sliding over the steel chair there. Hey, Graves, if you want me to use the chair, you gotta distract the ref, bruv. Too much posing about here right now by Lucas, if you ask me. Oh, no, Lucas went face first in the chair. Oh, wait a minute. Graves, the distraction there on board, and Bulldog there, face first. Let's look at the distance that Lucas is looking for here right now. Lined himself up. Princess kick there upside the head. Cover it up on board, and Matt Bourne gets the kick out there. Top of the 5 for him again right there as Bourne stopped the midsection, and now they've been taking a playbook there from Brian Danielson with a cattle mutilation. Again, this is very interesting to see here. Bourne really not known for many submission style wrestling here, and that's, I gotta imagine, confusing Lucas right there. Oh, kicking the midsection right now, trying to get him lined up for a brain buster here, but Bourne rolls out. But so too does Lucas there. Lucas is continuously running away. Oh, and trying to hide behind his bodyguard of Tyler Sinister there. Gets himself inside the ring. Chop block. Oh, I don't know if that was a chop block or a spear right there. But yeah, complete lack of respect right there. Sweeping the dirt off his feet onto Bourne there. Springboard up. Tried for... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Graves, another distraction right there. Oh, Blue Thunder Bomb there. It's like a modified Blue Thunder Bomb. 1. A 1 count there. Lucas is trying to intimidate the referee right now. That's not gonna work there. Tope, oh Jesus, double tope suicida there. Lucas catching board, but Tyler was in the way right there to, maybe he was trying to make the save right there. Lucas right now talking to Tyler, just seemingly apologizing for the contact made right there, but while he was apologizing, Bourne, strike right there, Bourne trapped up in the rope right there is, oh God. I can't tell you how I despise how arrogant that Lucas works inside the ring. Oh. Dropping him down and out into the calf killer applied there, but yeah, Bourne was right there on those ropes there. Lucas up on the middle rope there. Oh, tried for the best moonsault ever there, and another distraction here by Graves here. Oh, tombstone. Oh, tombstone pile driver there. Didn't think I'd see Lucas pull off a tombstone pile driver there. That's not usually something he pulls off in his repertoire right there. Up in the corner right now, it's the Prince's kick upside the head of Bourne there. Is that kick gonna do it to knock out Bourne? Yes, it does. Lucas may have gained victory right there, but I gotta say, we cannot deny the fact that he got a lot of help, of course, from the main event Mafia right there. Lucas with the victory in this matchup here right now. Bourne obviously not pleased by the outcome and telling Lucas that you couldn't have done it without the main event Mafia right there. And Lucas just talking a lot of trash right now to Bourne there. The battle may be won between Lucas here tonight. And I'm pretty sure that was probably the last matchup that we have of the rivalry here. As we move on to the next matchup here of the evening here. Orange Cassidy taking on Pete Dunne here for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Orange Cassidy, remember, did defeat Pete Dunne in a title eliminator matchup there, which gave him, well, Cassidy was supposed to get his title match last night against Pete Dunne on Ring of Honor, but Jason took the place of the match. I had forgotten about that. I had forgotten that they're in a rivalry, and so, voila, what can you do? Pete Dunne, yeah, I think the Death Riders learned their lesson from last night when Jason Moore did defeat Pete Dunne there. That the Death Riders do their best work when they have the numbers on their side, and you look at how many members of the Death Riders are there. It's practically full force. Tommaso Ciampa, Jon Moxley, and Mike Bennett at ringside. Orange Cassidy's going to have a very difficult challenge in this matchup, taking down Pete Dunne here. But it is not out of the impossibility for freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy to be able to succeed and take away the last title from the Death Riders here. It's been kind of a fall for the teams as of late. The Death Riders lost the tag titles. You know, the House of Black lost all of their championships. It's been kind of a, you know, new changing of the guard in a way with the universe mode here. Chris Jericho is no longer on a losing streak right now. It's kind of weird. Hangman Page is fighting his rise here, finally. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Sometimes it's fun to just, you know, go into comment, you know, ring announcer mode too. Well, I kind of want to see the Death Riders entrance here. What kind of style are we getting here with the Death Riders? Are they gonna? Yeah, they're floating. It's still kind of floating here. They do the same thing at Ring of Honor. It always depends on the crowd type there. Although it doesn't look as bad. Nope, now it looks bad. They're stepping over the audience. That's ultimate heel heat. And there you see it on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, the Ring of Honor Television Championship to be defended right here, right now. Introducing first, from wherever, weighing whatever, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. And the champion himself, the Bruiserweight, the Ring of Honor Television Champion, Pete Dunne. I just felt like doing it. And Orange Cassidy right away there, dropping down Pete Dunne there. Orange Cassidy right now came here to fight for sure. That is for damn sure right there. He did not come to play around here right now. And I think that took Pete Dunne by surprise right there, that right off the bat, Orange Cassidy already started to work right there. He didn't come to mess around here. Cassidy with a counter. Pete Dunne lands himself out on the ring over there. Down with the forearm strike right there. Into springboard. Oh, wow. Springboard blockbuster there by Pete Dunne there. Lariat there, good by Cassidy, up and over. And right now, this matchup starting out hot here in the opening gate. Dunne trying for the forearm strike there. Cassidy with a drop down there, and that's what Orange Cassidy had in mind. Wait, nope. Forearm strike there by Cassidy, and Pete Dunne. There's the forearm by Pete there. And you see the Death Riders right now circling around Orange Cassidy. Is tope con hero there. Yeah, the Death Riders, this is exactly the type of style where they succeed at the most right there. When the numbers are on their side right there and they circle around you there like a wild pack of animals right there. But you got to give it to Orange Cassidy. He is not letting the numbers out there distract him from Pete Dunne. He is staying laser focused on the champion himself right there. Oh, what a barrage of strikes there. That one dropped down Pete Dunne there. Pete Dunne tried for a strike there. Cassidy shot to the bind there. Oh! Cassidy tried for a spear there as Pete Dunne caught him with a DDT there. I gotta imagine that Dunne is wrestling with a, more motivated style tonight. He doesn't want to take a back-to-back loss here. Dunne. X-Plex on Orange Cassidy. Under normal circumstances, don't ever get Orange Cassidy up for that. You need a stun dog millionaire there, but that time Pete Dunne was able to put a stop to Cassidy. Cassidy throwing Dunne directly in the corner there. Now he gets the spear. That one's in the back right there. Strike to the midsection. Now Orange Cassidy grabbing the shoulder blades and just throwing Pete Dunne face first there. Cassidy right now. Uh-oh. Around the world DDT there by Orange Cassidy. Immediately charged over that. Wait, what? I'm surprised that my arm was not in the ropes on that one there. That looked like my arm would have been. Oh, Jon Moxley, the distraction right there. And in the midst of the distraction, Pete Dunne going for the knockout knee there. This combination of strikes usually is Pete Dunne's ace in the hole, and there it was! Wow! Cassidy could have used resiliency, but opted not to. Pete Dunne gets the win right there. Thanks to the distraction of Jon Moxley, but we can't take anything away from Pete Dunne there. I mean, it was pretty much for the most part a fair one-on-one matchup. The only thing that stopped right there was Jon Moxley at the very end there, giving that distraction. But that just goes to show those strikes there by Pete Dunne really are what can end your night so quickly. And I'm a little upset that matchup didn't go longer. Oh, but here we go. This is the one matchup. It looks like Paul Heyman's on the side of Chris Jericho in this graphic. But Paul Heyman is CM Punk's manager, obviously. This is the matchup that's been building for weeks on end here. It is CM Punk who's told Chris Jericho, you should thank me because I'm the one who motivated you to get back to a whole new level. Actually, no. What I want, I want CM Punk to be the guy to knock Jericho off his high horse here tonight. If I can. I'll be okay with whatever outcome happens in this matchup here. Chris Jericho has actually been winning as of late, which has been something that we weren't used to seeing there. We would have thought that Jericho was on his way out of here probably. I don't want to say retirement, but things were just going in a downward spiral for Chris Jericho. Losing and losing and losing the big ones. Couldn't get it done there. And then all of a sudden, CM Punk came out and assaulted Chris Jericho, which seemed to reignite the flame of Chris Jericho in a way that we haven't seen in some time. And not only that, Jericho decided to bring all of the classics back there. The light-up jacket, the scarf, even the countdown of Jericho. It's almost like revitalizing the past of Jericho seems to have, I don't know, reignited the flame, so to speak. Paul White and Bo Dallas just doing the same thing right there. I gotta say, I really do love the fact that I got Jericho's, retro style there. I kind of like the fact that Jericho bringing out a mixture of the old and the new at the same time right there. Well, finally we get Jericho and CM Punk one-on-one here. I think might be for the very first time that we've seen them here in AEW facing off one-on-one here. CM Punk coming off of his last big victory, retiring Sting, and now you gotta wonder, does he have the same plan for Jericho? Is that what he wants, is to go after retiring Jericho? I don't know. Jericho turning Punk around right now, but Punk, the counter on through here. Obviously not the first time these two men have met inside the ring. They've had many of battles with each other before. CM Punk getting the better of Jericho here right now. And, oh God, Punk right now. We're still in the early stages of this matchup, but right now it is all CM Punk here against Chris Jericho. And Punk right now raining down the forearms across the face of Jericho. It is not looking good for Punk. I hate to say it, he is outclassing Jericho here right now. As Punk takes the dive outside and just flip off the ref. I don't know, I guess. Punk dive it down there, but missed Jericho. Jericho way too close to the ring apron there, and Punk tried for a single leg there. Jericho caught him with a knee to the body right there. Elbow there by Jericho. Punk, though. CM Punk is outclassing Chris Jericho in this matchup, and it's gotta feel pretty absolutely dreadful for Jericho right now, because he's been building up victories and been feeling good about himself, and now to be in a position with how he is right now with CM Punk is not all Anaconda Vice. Punk's utilized the Anaconda Vice on so many of opponents to put them away, but quickly let it go there. Roundhouse kick, and Punk feeling cocky and in control enough to take a pose down here upon Jericho. And you notice that the Jericho Appreciation Society, they threw in a steel chair there in hopes for Jericho to be able to utilize it, and Jericho did not get that opportunity. Now Jericho, Punk utilized that same amount of strikes right there, and Jericho throwing it back there. Chris Jericho looking to put this matchup away already here, but that's not enough there. I don't know if that's Jericho feeling pressured by Punk. Oh, both men thinking kicks there. Jericho was going low while Punk went high, and going high got the effect right there. Jericho trying to call in some support from the crowd here tonight. Oh! Punk's got Jericho up there. Go to sleep. No. Jericho slips to the back door with a reverse DDT. And oh, Paul Heyman now. It's Heyman with a distraction here. As where the hell is CM Punk going? Why is he going outside the ring here? For what purpose? Punk is in control of this matchup. Why does he feel the need to take the lead? Oh, I'm surprised Jericho got caught with a strike so open and easy to counter. But Punk right now is just countering everything that Jericho's throwing. Strike there as Punk DDTing Jericho. Man, you see how Jericho folded up right there. Oh, cover there. I was hoping Jericho would grab the rope right there. Rolling neck snap there by CM Punk, and Punk again in complete control to where he is just humiliating Jericho. Absolute humiliation here by CM Punk upon Jericho. And Jericho, you saw him lift off there. He was trying for the code breaker. You know that's what he wanted right there. Jericho's actually been winning a couple more matches with that code breaker there. Jericho to the top rope here right now. What does he have in mind here upon CM Punk? Jericho tried for the flying Judas effect there. And Bo Dallas with a distraction. Jericho, Tiger Plex there. Punk gets folded up there. But as soon a Punk taking apart the table here right now, is he frustrated or does he have something in mind here? Oh, shot to the by there by Jericho as Punk counters through there. And Jericho throws Punk right into the table here. Jericho feels like the tide is beginning to change here right now as Jericho is starting to find his groove a little bit on CM Punk here. Perhaps now CM Punk may have to start thinking about taking Jericho a little bit more seriously in this matchup. Punk puts Jericho on the table. We've seen CM Punk do this a time or two before. Dive it through, elbow drop through the table. And showing their appreciation for this matchup between the two men who call themselves the best in the world right there. Oh, Jesus. Class act again there by CM Punk. Tope Suicida taking out Curtis Axel there. That was unnecessary right there. Curtis Axel was doing nothing wrong whatsoever, and CM Punk just had to be a jerk about it right there. That's how CM Punk works right there, the complete bastard that he is inside the ring. Oh, God, that elbow there by Punk. Is Jericho forced to take his leave outside the ring once again? Actually, for the first time, Jericho forced to Tope Suicida again by CM Punk there. Yeah, Jericho, I hate to say it, Jericho, he's had moments of, looking good in this matchup, but for the most part, he's been outclassed by CM Punk here as CM Punk continues to throw the disrespect in the face of Chris Jericho. Oh, and Punk right now utilizing the Black Widow right there in honor of his wife AJ Lee there, but Jericho quickly fights out from it. Code breaker there by Jericho. As Paul Heyman though distracting the referee right there, making the rope shaky shake. And another distraction again by Paul Heyman and Jericho. Wait a minute. The German suplex it. Wait a second. Tiger suplex. Never known for CM Punk to have this much control with the suplexes right there. Dead center of the ring there. As Bo Dallas with another distraction here. CM Punk saying that it might be time for Jericho to go to sleep here. Jericho slips on through. Punk though. Jericho, forearm strike. As now Jericho. These guys now just trading counters back and forth here right now. I'd love to see, the high knee there by Punk. CM Punk, another forearm there by Jericho. Code breaker again. Punk immediately practically with a kick out there, but yeah, you see the face of CM Punk is busted open now. After so many counters there, and then a code breaker, that'll do it to you right there. The reverse back elbow there by Punk, the face of Jericho. Up and over there. Paul White right now. Jericho's going out there with CM Punk. DDT's Punk on the ring apron. Yeesh. Yeah, we cannot be counting out Jericho anymore here right now. Clearly he is showcasing a lot to us all here. Snap with a jar right there. Punk folded up bad on the outside of the floor. Punk thrown inside the ring here right now, and Jericho called for CM Punk to get to his feet. It was a fake out. Knee to the face there, and now it's Jericho. I think I may have seen a little bit of blood in the face of Chris Jericho. I'm not sure right now. Punk choking out Jericho. Yeah, there's definitely blood in the face of Jericho. That's for sure right there. Oof. Another one there. Punk trying to really bust open Jericho even more. And now another distraction here right now by Bo Dallas. The amount of distractions by the managers. This match will go on forever here. Maybe not. Nope. Quick kick out there. Oh, great reflex there by Punk. CM Punk back out on the ring apron. Insecurity strike by Jericho. Talk about a match that this one has become here right now. We thought it was going to be completely one-sided for the longest time in the beginning with just CM Punk taking control over Jericho, and now what a comeback that Jericho's been making here. Ooh! A good surprise right there by CM Punk there, and now Punk taking apart the table once again here. Punk throwing Jericho, putting him back on the table here. I absolutely love the fact that they go from this table, from this corner to the other side. Oh my God, a Superman dive. Look at that distance. How is that humanly possible? It's not. CM Punk is secretly Superman. And Punk flipping off Bo Dallas here right now, and that gave Jericho time to recuperate there. As you see, Jericho already started to move here. Knee attempted by Punk and chop block there. Who are you trying to get? Paul, what are you doing? No. Yeah, this one's like impossible to counter. That insecurity is like impossible to counter. Punk laid out. Tables are destroyed. Bodies are destroyed. The wrestlers are bloodied. Striking the chest there. Jericho with a boot to the face right there. It's like Punk. And Jericho up and over right there. Ooh, Jericho took a hard fall down on the mat on that one. And CM Punk throws Jericho up and over on the ring right now. CM Punk going out there with Jericho. DDT's him on the ring apron now. Fighting fire with fire right now. That's what CM Punk is doing there. As Jericho gets thrown inside the ring here right now and rolling him over. The cover is in, and Jericho is not done. Rolling next up there again by CM Punk. Talking some trash to Jericho while he's grounded there. You're grounded, mister. Oh! Oh, that was pretty good by Jericho. Snap German. But immediate kick out by Punk there. Love him or hate him, you gotta give the respect that is deserved to CM Punk there. Snap German suplex again there. To be able to kick out like that, that's impressive. Dropped hold there, and Punk not sure what he had in mind, but Jericho counters through. It's Jericho right now plants CM Punk over the ropes there, and up and over there. Strike in the face as soon as Jericho woke up, just to be put down with another DDT there. CM Punk now finally calling for another go to sleep here, or the first go to sleep to be made. No! Jericho slips to the back door with a reverse DDT there. Oh, do I do it? Oh! Jericho made the dive. Punk caught him. Go to sleep. Oh, man. Punk baited in Jericho. Oh, you son of a bitch, Bo Dallas. That was my moment. That was the moment. Wait a second. I got Punk. Oh, the modified tombstone. Now one more. Oh, Punk with a Kimura lock. Punk hasn't done any damage really to the arms of Jericho, but oh. It's close right there. Even though there's been no damage really done to the arms of Jericho, God, he snapped it. May have broken Jericho's arm. Oh my God. Jericho. No, wait, Jericho, no. Oh, Jericho can't handle the loss right now. Couldn't handle the loss, and Punk set him up and over there. Jericho couldn't take the loss there, knowing the fact that he was on a roll there and making his way up to the top of the mountain there. I actually think after Jericho was getting beaten down, I actually think that he got bloodied up there. Let's see. We'll go into our next matchup, but I think what we'll do is we'll call this part up and over. Yeah, because we'll go to the next matchup. I think we'll do that. I think that works.